all Kelly all the time right now, and nobody like that. Look at those two. We want to plan for moving the boat today. There is a anchorage. We're gonna dinghy over there and scope it out. There are some anchorages here that could work for the Starship, so that's always an option. We came, we swam, we saw some fish, and now we get to go back to our respective yachts and deal with the necessities of boat ownership. Here we come, service providers. We have been here in the marina in Las Palmas for 4 nights. Yesterday we had the B&G rep come aboard and help to reconnect our nav stations. They are now talking to each other, which is good. He also had some recommendations and an idea for fixing the issues with the autopilot. I think we may have found the problem with the autopilot. We have this really nice technician. See him down there? Hello. Hello. The plywood board that the autopilot is mounted onto is not strong enough, and it actually flexes. That flexing changes the angle of the pump. It slides fine out, no problem, right? But when it's slightly bent, there's friction and it bounces its way down the cylinder. At least that's the idea. And fingers crossed that we're on to the solution, because autopilot is just so helpful. And the solution is metal plate reinforcement.
One screw there and the other corner.
Left and right, Dad, check it. Oh, it just did it.
Yeah, because this was on the top, so that was the... Okay, so I have to see something more. Normally the pump is not necessary to be really strong. They want to see something about the limit.
Something about the rudder limit. Not quite resolved yet.
See what's the maximum there.
When the rudder limit is reached, that's where the grinding noise is most likely to be triggered. So we shall see. Adjusting the settings now, we think that they might not be properly set. We want the rudder to stop at 30 degrees and make that the limit in its range. I think that's what you were saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. The farthest it can physically go is 35 degrees, but by setting it to 30 degrees, it will stop it before it hits the extreme edge of its physical capability, and then that would help maybe.
Zero the test. Well, this is the maximum what is go there is 32. Okay, can you make it again with
Yep,
the pressure?
the pressure.
But I want to do something to be sure.
Okay, our next course of action is to check and see if there's any air in the system. So he's gonna bleed it out and confirm that the hydraulics are all working properly with no air bubbles. We've reinforced the autopilot. We've checked all of the hydraulics for air bubbles, etc. We've limited the range that the rudder will go, and we've been instructed that in following seas, when it is under the greatest pressure, we need to increase the sensitivity of the autopilot so that it will adjust the angle before the angle is pushed so far that it has to work extra hard. Thank you.
Welcome. See you again.
See you. Now on to the next thing. We're rigging up some additional fenders. Hopefully these things will keep us safe. Last but not least, I am making a run to the chandlery before they close. I'm gonna try to make sure that we have enough jerry cans on board for our Atlantic crossing. Jerry cans, extra fuel. I smelled something delicious.
And Thailand, you get a whole fish steamed in 7 minutes.
We take our family meals so seriously.
Starship friendship.
This is super annoying. I just washed the boat. That is yellow Saharan dust. The rain is supposed to clean your boat, not make it dirtier. But that's the Saharan dust. Coffee on a stormy Sunday morning. So this is why we are not sailing today. It's just a little stormy here today. Cheers.
Wow, cool.
Look what we found in the rain.
Hitchhikers.
My new friends here.
Instead of sleeping in the beach, getting wet in the beach, we are here in this great place.
Matt.
Hi.
Nino. Paulo. Very glad to have you all.
Yeah, with you.
Thank you. Participate Festival.
Nearly every year we play there and all the people know us.
Thank you for doing the dishes. Thank you for sharing your creative vision. That's so cool.
You're welcome.
And making community.
Thank you for this nice breakfast.
Yeah.
Good night.
Thank you. Thank you.
You want to add words for a freestyle song? Invent a song, and if you can give me any words, I will make it. I will put it in the song.
Don't look so relaxed.
Yesterday we came to the harbor. Las Palmas is beautiful, yeah, yeah. And we met Kellie and we made a new friendship. She's the angel, she guided us to the trip. She guided us through the city. Her boat is new, it's not shitty. We spent the night there, it was so great. If we would sleep outside, we would have been wet like a dog. We smell like wet, wet dogs. We smell like wet, wet dogs. But not today because we cleaned the laundry, yeah, yeah, yeah.
A laundry adventure in a storm.
Last clean t-shirt.
Yep, it's time.
Time to wash.
Wash it down.
We know our clothes. We did a shower both, and we did it together. But it doesn't matter.
This is what happens on rainy days. So we do laundry.
I think we live on a starship. Yesterday there was a starship trip. We had the nice lights inside the room. We slept like babies all together in mother's womb. Starship friendship, it's our room. We appreciate it so much. Thanks that we came in touch. We just said hello and off we go. We went to a bar, had a drink or two, and I have to admit I love you. Oh, all of you. Oh, all of you. For one moment we are a starship crew. Oh, all of you. Friendship to you. And we all love the dogs, but we don't smell like them, not anymore. And we will go to Caribbeans all together. Just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. We hitchhike a boat.
Bravo! How delightful.
Still rainy day, but we have sunshine in the heart.
Sunshine in our hearts.
On the starship friendship. Cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. The wonderful thing about the community of cruisers is that it's a community, and you never know when you're going to have guests show up, and you really ought to be prepared to put something together. And it's really kind of like rock soup, because I was just thinking I'm just going to make a little roll, just these, and then this is what happens when you have Robert in the picture. So now we've got melon and grapes and a salad and a lovely iced tea. We're excited. excited for some time with friends. Awesome. Now let's hear some beast fencing. Really fast! Keep sailing! Gotta love beast fencing. Faster than the wind.